So you may have heard of something called Faceless YouTube channels, which are essentially channels that you can run without ever stepping in front of a camera or showing your face. Now, before we dive deep into it, remember that this video is not meant to discourage you from starting a YouTube channel. YouTube can be a wonderful platform for expressing yourself and connecting with others. However, there are certain channel ideas that might be more challenging for beginners to succeed in. I personally run over 10 of these different channels. This channel you're watching right here is just one of my channels, but most of them I don't ever even step in front of a camera or show my face. And the first step in making money on YouTube with these YouTube automation channels is to choose a niche, which is essentially just a category of content to upload in, and by choosing a niche you grow a targeted audience that'll be more engaged with your videos. And then all of your videos can feed each other, which can result in a lot of growth and potentially a lot of money for you as well once you get monetized. And now there are hundreds of different niches to choose from, so it can be incredibly difficult, especially in the beginning. A lot of people get stuck on the step of choosing a niche, but the reason I'm making this video is to save people from choosing the wrong niche. And if you're out there, you're looking for what niche to do, or you're even just thinking about starting another faceless channel to add to whatever business you have, then I just want to make sure that you avoid a few different niches at all costs. And that's what we're going to be going over in today's video. We'll be talking about some few YouTube automation niches you should avoid at all costs, so still with us till the end of this video. Niches number 1. Compilation of other people's videos. Number 1 niche that you should avoid at all costs is compilation videos. Now these are videos where you just basically download a bunch of videos, put them together into a compilation, and re-upload to YouTube. And you might be saying, what's wrong with that? Well, there's a few things that are wrong with that could potentially stop you from even making money doing this in the first place. And that's because compilations are not what I would consider to be transformative, and they're not what I would consider to be fair use. Essentially, fair use on YouTube is a legal doctrine that potentially allows creators to reuse content from YouTube if they make it different in nature from the original, and if they add significant commentary on top of it. Now, I'm not any lawyer or anything, I'm just doing my best understanding of this, but the problem with compilation videos is that you're not making it transformative. You're not doing a voiceover or any of those things. And unfortunately, a lot of times compilation videos can get copyright claims by the original owners, who own the rights to the footage. And not only that, YouTube actually doesn't even monetize a lot of compilation videos, and your channel might most likely get banned, demonetized, or get copyright strikes. You've probably seen tons of these compilation videos out there. Whether they're animal compilations or whether they're just TikTok compilations re-uploaded on YouTube, you might be saying, but they're getting millions of views. And that's all fine and well, but don't you want to make money from your channel as well? And if that's the case, I highly suggest staying away from compilation videos. When using footage from multiple people, you need to obtain proper permissions and releases to avoid copyright infringement or legal issues. It can be time-consuming to secure consent from each person featured. Niche 2. Highly saturated genres. Some category of YouTube channels that beginners should be cautious about are those in highly saturated genres. These include beauty and fashion or gaming channels. While these genres offer massive audiences, they are also extremely competitive, making it difficult for newcomers to stand out among established creators. To make a mark in these genres, you'll need exceptional content, unique style, and a strong presence. Consider starting in a niche within these genres or focusing on a fresh approach to attract attention. Niche number 3. Niche 3 to avoid on YouTube for automation channels is music or lyric videos. So this one's pretty self-explanatory. If you re-upload music on YouTube, it'll probably get flagged under YouTube's copyright system, and you probably won't be able to make any money from it. And the way it works is that if the video is claimed, that money will then go to the person who claimed the video. And this applies to any type of music without permission. Do you use music in your videos? Obviously, looking into places like the YouTube audio library, which have tons of free music to use. And also, if you run a music-specific channel, make sure that either you made that music yourself or you're paying someone from somewhere like Upwork to make the music for you. And you have the full rights to do that. Niche number 4. Personal vlogs. Vlogging typically involves sharing personal experiences, adventures, and stories. Viewers often connect with the personalities behind the camera, so a faceless channel may have difficulty establishing that connection, leading to limited engagement. Niche number 5 to avoid for faceless YouTube content is kids channels. Now you might be saying, what's the problem with kids channels? They get tons of views on YouTube. What could possibly be the problem with that? Well, unfortunately, with kids channels, they make a very small amount of money per 1,000 views. And that's due to the fact that YouTube has implemented something called COPPA, which essentially stands for the Child Online Privacy Protection Act. And what this basically states from my experience is that advertisers can't put targeted ads to kids, so therefore CPM, or how much money you make per 1,000 views, will be drastically lower than content that's aimed at older audiences. So kids, to my understanding, are defined by people who are 13 years or younger. So when you upload your content, you have to check a box that says this content are made for kids or not, and basically you just check yes or no. If that was the intention of what the content was for, you can't really get around this. Because if you put the wrong label on the content, YouTube will figure it out. Eventually, they have people who review videos and everything, so it's best to play it safe. And while you can make money with kids' content, it's just not going to be nearly as much as you could with other types of content, which is why I actually do not recommend doing it under any circumstances. Really, unless this was just your number one passion, making this type of content. Niche number 6, motivational content. Niche number 6 to avoid is motivational content. So you've probably seen motivational videos out there where it's simply some motivational speech from some famous motivational personalities. And these can get a lot of views, but the problem with them is that same fair use problem that we were talking about earlier. A lot of times these types of videos aren't considered fair use since you're simply reusing clips from somebody else doing a motivational video. And putting that in the background of like stock content or something like that is not transformative enough, at least in my opinion, for that to be a safe bet for you and the way to do motivation videos correctly and to actually potentially make money long term. Doing this is to put things in your own words and to run channels with an original voiceover. You might be asking, what is the right direction? Where should I be putting my time and attention into? In terms of the type of content I upload, and which niches should I choose? And that is a fantastic question, and some of the best niches on YouTube, in my opinion, are related to finance, fitness, technology, travel, and investment. There are a lot more. I'll be talking about that in a different video, so if you don't want to miss out, kindly subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you won't miss out. That's all for today's video. If you found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. As always, stay safe, and until next video.